Alright guys, BP Hero checking back in for another bat review here. What we got today is the Louisville Slugger Genesis Balanced USSSA model. Big thanks goes out to Softball Paul for sending us this so we could check it out. Be sure to check out his review on this as well as all kinds of other good content on his channel, which I will link up in the top here in the corner, and I'll put it down in the description below just so you can check out his channel as well. So it's like a 65-degree day, so we're hitting mostly 52s with the occasional Pro-M and BP Rocket mixed in, and the fence is 300 all the way around with what you might call a monster in left field. I believe it's like 20 feet tall. No exact measurements, but it's clearly taller than the rest of the fence. This bat is approved for USSSA play with the 240 certification stamp, and it's also certified for NSA and ISA play as well. And Paul said this had about 200 swings on it when he sent this to me. It is a 27 ounce, and it is balanced. And I felt like it was true to weight, and sometimes balanced bats just do it for me. I know we've talked about this before. Sometimes they just feel right, and this one did that. It was super, super smooth, really easy to control, and it was still able to hit with a little bit of distance and get some pop behind the ball if you needed to as well. They did a very good job of distributing the load in this thing to make it feel like you could do just about anything you wanted to with it. And just like the two other Louisville 240s that we swung this year, which were the Jenny and the Genesis, this 13-inch barrel was super forgiving. Louisville's have been known to be a little bit tight at times, but this thing was super forgiving, super big sweet spot. You literally almost couldn't miss with this thing. And even being a two-piece with a composite handle, it still remained pretty rigid most of the time. It did a good job of maintaining a stiff feel without just absolutely killing your hands if you did miss. Louisville did a really good job with making sure you're going to get some good positive feedback on every hit without really giving you any bad feedback if you did happen to miss up or down the barrel at all. With the kind of tech and spec stuff out of the way, let's head over to the labs real quick, and then we'll come back to the field. So on a scale, this 27 ounce came in at 27.8, and I will note that the pyramid grip is still on this thing, and that does account for, I think, like 0.3 ounces. Somebody can correct me on that if people want to get technical and lose their minds about that stuff. I personally don't, but some people do, so I just did want to mention that. And I did not get this on the tester when he sent it to me, just based on the fact that it was already used. But we have seen these Louisville 240s coming in around the 300 mark, give or take a little bit. And this one, after the swings that Paul put on it before he sent it to us, and then the swings that we put on it, which was about another 100 more, we're checking in right about the 265 mark. So this thing is still passing compression by flying colors and performing great. Lab stuff out of the way, back to the field. So I'm going to be quick and kind of to the point here with this, just because I don't want to sound like too full of praise or holy grail of this or that or whatever else. But in my personal opinion, and the people that have swung some of these other bats with us this year as well, general consensus is saying that the Louisville 240 stuff is just head and shoulders better. What it is, I can't tell you, but the Lady Jenny, the Sanchez Genesis, and then this one also did not disappoint. They're performing great even while testing super high. They feel really good, which is something that the 240s have lacked a little bit of. The sweet spots are absolutely humongous. These are very user-friendly bats. You could pick up any of these things and go to the plate with nothing but confidence. These bats are great. I can't say enough about it. And like I mentioned, this one being balanced still did a really good job of being able to drive the ball and being able to use a lot of control at times if you needed to as well. Louisville has knocked it out of the park with their USSSA 240 stuff this year, bottom line. So BP Hero approved, no big shocker. Hit me up or hit Paul up if you want one of these things. We have access to these. So if you're interested in getting this, I do believe there's a handful of Lady Jennies left and a few of the Sanchez Genesis models. I can't remember for sure. But hit me up with what you're looking at and what weight, and I'll see if it is available for you. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks to the boys for coming out and hitting. Thanks to Softball Paul for sending this out so we could check it out. Swing hard in case you hit it. BP Hero, catch you next time. I was up here swinging at whatever's close. Ooh, 52 over the monster. That was knuckling all the way. Yeah, keep running your fucking mouth.